Good morning, guys. Tia and Andy here, and in today's video, we're doing another Deerfamy review. Whee! We're really excited to be doing this review. It's on one of their tents. So without further ado, let's jump in.
Here is the Deerfamy 4-person tent right here in this bag. And before we go outside and actually set it up and take a look at it, the first thing we want to do is take a look at the actual carrying case itself, because it is quite special. And here's why.
So the carrying case for this tent doesn't come with just one zipper opening, but it actually has a second set of zippers to help you easily pack the bag. So you can see here, if I can get it over, it has the expansion on it. It's almost like when you're packing a suitcase. So you can, if you're having difficulty rolling it up small and fitting it in, open that expansion, put it in, and then you can easily condense it back down just by closing the expansion again. So this is super, super nice. It's such a small feature, but it honestly is so useful. The other nice thing about it is the tent doesn't actually take up all of the space in the bag if you have the expansion open. So if you want to shove a couple of extra things in there, like sometimes we bring extra stakes, depending on time of year that we're camping, we can throw them right in this bag.
As per usual, it comes with a nice warranty, 1 year starting from when you purchase it. But enough talking about it. Let's get outside and have a look at it. Instruction manual sewn right into the bag. Pretty nice.
Now, just like any tent, it comes with all the normal pieces. We've got a bag of stakes, we've got a bag of poles, we've got our rain fly, and we have our actual tent. So we're gonna go ahead and put it together, and then we'll talk about some of the additional features that this tent comes with.
We got the components unpacked, and honestly, the stakes are nothing to write home about, your typical stakes, but I love these tent poles. They are aluminum, so it's not like crazy titanium or anything, but look at this. See how this comes together like this, and where the overlap is actually inside. This is a definite upgrade compared to something like our Ozark tent. This makes it super easy to slide it into anywhere that you need it to go. Fantastic design. Not to mention, this is also really light. Yes, it's not titanium, but it is super light and great for backpacking, really. This type of feature, like this pole, we've seen throughout the Deerfamy products. So you can really see that the company actually cares about what they're doing and do not take shortcuts like putting the bracket on the outside. So before we put the rainfly on, let's take a look at some of these features on this Deerfamy 4-person tent. First of all, it's very typical of backpacking tents to have these type of clasps like this. They clasp together real easily. You don't slide it through anything. Very easy to quickly set up at the end of a long hiking day. The next thing is, let's take a look at the mesh on top. It is a different material from the bottom, and this is obviously breezy. Wind will come through. Perfect for summer nights where you want to stargaze, but you want to keep the bugs out. Down to the bottom layer here. This is a different material, super durable and water resistant, the D150 nylon. And then come the huge doors, both of them, 1 and 2 on either side, so you don't have to roll over each other to get in and out of the tent. This is especially great for a 4-person tent when in worst case scenario you have to go across 3 people to get to the door. You don't have to worry about that with this particular tent. Okay, the very last thing that I want to take a look at before we get to use it. Come right here with me to the side. I love these buckles. This is something that we see on our Marmot tent, our $300 Marmot tent, and this makes it really easy to clasp the rainfly in. You don't have to worry about staking things in or like tying things down. This is a fantastic feature on this Deerfamy tent. Now you gotta take a couple stakes and just put it into the ground. And the vestibule will be propped up.
Look how big that vestibule is. So as you saw, it's pretty easy to put the rainfly on the tent. It is quite large and you just clip it into those clips that Andy was talking about. Now, I know we talked about the double doors, but another great feature is once you put this rainfly on, you can see how big this vestibule actually is. And unlike a lot of backpacking tents that are just a single zip, this vestibule here is a double zip, meaning that this whole middle panel can open up and be rolled up.
Oh, I made a mistake. Sorry, Tia.
You can see that it has the clasps right underneath, and you just grab that and bring it right over. So there's one. And there's 2. Oops, slipped from my hand. There we go. Now, the double door feature is only on one side, on one vestibule. The vestibule at the other side of the tent is just a single zipper, pretty traditional, but there's still lots of space for you to put all of your gear in both of the vestibules. Now, another thing we want to point out is there is ventilation. Very, very important on a tent, especially for us right now using this tent in the winter time. We need to have ventilation to ensure that we don't collect moisture in the tent. So this is just held down by Velcro, and you can see it's a very typical little board here, and you just open that right up. You've got your mesh right inside here. And these are on both sides of the rainfly, so you can open both of them up to get some ventilation into the tent. Overall, this tent looks absolutely amazing. I think this is going to become a staple in the tents that we use when we're not backcountry camping or bikepacking. It looks very well built and a lot of space, so we're really excited to get out to a provincial park and actually get to use this.